All right, so I'm Josh Holtz, and today I'm going to be talking about everybody's favorite topic, code signing. Have fun and take control. So a little bit about me. I'm from Chicago, hence my love for deep dish pizza, and I am the father of two. Okay. Fun fact about me is I have a stutter. I hate talking. Absolutely hate it. Hard time saying my name, ordering food, just talking in general. But I love what I do and I love sharing, so I have absolutely no fear about being on stage right now. Thank you. Revenue Cat is where I work for my day job. We make in-app subscriptions, super easy. We are also secretly a cat plushie company. You may recognize us from our booth that looked a lot like that. Fastlane is what I do on my nights and weekends, also full-time previously, but if you're not familiar with it, it's an industry standard tool for automating iOS deployment, everything, and more specifically today, code signing. GGNet is somebody who I met today, or not today, this week for the first time. We have been working together on Fastlane for seven years. It's been super cool to see him, and this week's just been amazing. So wherever you are, it was great to hang out with you this week. And let's get started. How many people have done this? Yeah? It's my favorite checkbox to check. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. So, who has experienced code signing issues? I can't see, but I assume 99%. Who thinks code signing is the most fun part of Apple development? That's why I'm here. Why code signing? So when I worked on Fastlane full-time, a lot of the issues that I was trying to solve was everybody else's code signing issues, not my own. And it was hard to understand and not be at the computer to solve them. So I spent a month deep diving into code signing, and that's kind of where this talk and my excitement for code signing came from. You might be familiar with this screen, which is no profile, well, except for my name. No profile for matching, what is this? No profile for Team Josh Holtz matching, I can't see the screen. Loves Japan found, so one kind of code signing issue. No signing certificate found. This one is a mismatching bundle ID in a profile. And I think the fourth one is provisioning profile doesn't include signing certificate. These are most of them. There are others, but at this point, you're probably like, why did you make me uncheck this checkbox? We'll get there. First, we're going to talk about Apple's code signing process. You install the WWDR certificate, create certificate request, upload request and create certificate, download and install certificate in Keychain, create provisioning profile with certificate, configure signing in Xcode, build project in CodeSign, export binary and sign, upload to App Store, Apple re-signs your binary for you, and then macOS also verifies. So it's really a simple 11-step process. More sad faces. Why are we doing this? It'll be okay. It's fine. Learning is fun. That's why we're here at conferences. That's why we develop. Learning is fun. Today's agenda is specifically about steps 6, 7, 8, configuring signing in Xcode, building project and code signing, and exporting your binary. Pretty much the part where you just live with an Xcode. So when dealing with code signing, you have a few parts. You have your team ID, not mine, but in this case, team ID Josh Holtz. You have your app. This is my new app I created last night while procrastinating. Josh Holtz Loves Japan. My certificate type, distribution in this case, Apple distribution as the full term, and provisioning profile. You have these 4 parts. And I have a theory, technique, system, I don't know what to call it, but it works for me. You belong to a developer ID. Your application belongs to the team ID. Your cert type, your cert also belongs to the team. And you have your provisioning profile. Your provisioning profile belongs to the application. And your provisioning profile also belongs to the cert type. It looks a little confusing. Lots of arrows, lots of things. This is where it gets fun. We're going to remove the arrows and replace it with this familiar kind of shape. We're going to keep going. One more and one more. It's a puzzle. Puzzles are fun. Code signing is a puzzle. Transitive property, code signing is fun. It's a simple 4-piece puzzle. Something my 3-year-old can do. Right? 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 No, it gets more complicated. Here's where we're going to dive into why it gets complicated. This example, we have my team ID, Josh Holtz, my application, Josh Holtz Loves Japan, and my Apple distribution certificate type. Our 4-piece puzzle turns into a 6-piece puzzle. A weird puzzle, though, where you have extra pieces. In this case, we have 3 pieces that fit the puzzle on the left. Our App Store provisioning profile fits in great. Our ad hoc profile fits in great. And then we have our macOS App Store. All these profiles were created for this app ID and for that Apple distribution certificate type. But what happens if we decide to change the certificate type from an Apple distribution to an iOS distribution certificate? In this case, we're going to get a new puzzle piece, this bright green one. It looks similar. It still fits into the same team ID, but the notch kind of changes slightly. So our provisioning profile no longer fits. This is an error that you would see in Xcode. What do? We make new profiles. Here we have 2 new profiles, iOS-specific ones because we're using an iOS distribution cert. It fits again. We have our iOS App Store provisioning profile, fits in perfectly. Our iOS ad hoc fits in perfectly. But what happens now if we want to make a new staging app? New staging app now doesn't fit our puzzle. We have a ad hoc distribution or our ad hoc profile, but it's for a different app. We create more profiles. Now we have profiles that fit our staging app for our iOS distribution certificate. We have this puzzle theory now, and now we're going to take the errors that Xcode shows us and map them to our puzzle. We have a team ID. We belong to the team. We have our app identifier, the same one, Josh Holtz Loves Japan. And we have our provisioning profile. Our error here says no signing certificate. We're just missing a puzzle piece. The dog ate it. I don't know. We just got the solution here is download the certificate or ask your coworker to email it to you or download it from Fastlane Match. Either solution is fine. We're just missing the cert here. This is one of the easier ones. This next one is provisioning profile, has app ID, Josh Holtz loves Japan, does not match the bundle ID. Josh Holtz love Japan. I'm known for typos. I typoed my bundle ID wrong here. It resulted in a code signing error. So we have the team ID. I have the same app ID. I have a Apple distribution certificate here, but the problem is my provisioning profile was made for the wrong app. Solution here is either to fix my typo in the bundle ID in the Xcode project, or create a new provisioning profile for that app ID in the developer portal. The third one, this one is the more complicated one. This one is provisioning profile doesn't include signing certificate. Again, we have our team ID, same app ID, Josh Holtz loves Japan, the certificate type of distribution, but we have the provisioning profile that doesn't exactly match our certificate type. So what's going on here? This certificate could either be revoked, expired, or we could just be missing or we might just have the wrong certificate type installed in our keychain. There might be multiple certs, and we just have the wrong one. Accidentally created 2 of them. The developer portal doesn't show the exact time of which one was created, so you just download the wrong one. There are way more errors, way more reasons things could go wrong. You might be on the wrong team, but this is just an example of how to map these errors to this puzzle theory. So the reason this gets complex is kind of what your Mac looks like as an iOS developer. You have a lot of certs, you have a lot of profiles, you join a friend's Apple developer team, you have another team, you have more apps, you have more profiles. It looks like a 3-year-old's built a puzzle box into your computer. It's very hard to manage, but it's just the price we pay, or the price that you pay if you're me and like manual code signing. But why do why do I do this to myself? I like fun. I like puzzles. Development's not hard enough. Might as well add some extra steps to cause some pain while trying to ship your app. Serious answer is, one of the main ones is building your app on CI/CD. You can't sign into Xcode on most CI/CDs if it's a hosted platform. So you have to manually sign your app and download your certs and profiles on your CI/CD, and that requires manual signing. If you are granted custom entitlements for your app by Apple, you probably will also need to manually sign. This is something like Apple CarPlay. But building on CI/CD is probably the most popular reason for manual signing. Now that we're done, we can forget everything I talked about and just check the button again. OK. Who thinks code signing could be fun? I put 100%. So try this again. Who thinks code signing could be fun? I still have 6 minutes, so one more time. Who thinks code signing can be fun? I'll let that slide. You all think code signing is fun. So where to find me? This is probably a QR code on my website. It might be a Rickroll, not certain. But I have a blog on joshholtz.com. I haven't updated in 2 years. Wait, did it go away? There it is. OK. Haven't updated the blog, but you can go read my old ones. They're probably not relevant. Find me on Twitter, Mastodon, Threads, GitHub, Josh D. Holtz on all of them. TriSwift Tokyo has been amazing. I don't want it to end. I think it has to end tomorrow, if I'm correct. But if you want to keep the community going, have fun, see their developers, hang out, Deep Dish Swift in Chicago, my conference. It might be the only tech-themed pizza conference, so definitely stop by if you want to have fun. And then RevenueCat had a raffle for this awesome keyboard with our keycaps. It's going to get raffled off after the group photo, I think. Whatever time we can all get together for the group photo and make it work. After that, raffle's going to happen. And that's all. Thank you.